Hello friend, welcome back to a new episode of Pokemon Arceus. I hope you are doing fine. We are to go. I don't like this sentence, so I'm gonna start it over. We are going to Primeval Roto because Leon asked us and because we are looking for some stones, ores, whatever we need to stop the Pokemon that is pretty pissed off right now. First ring. I want you to evolve. I don't even remember if I have one of those Pokemon. Okay, not for today then. Not for today. It's okay. We've got bigger problem. Okay? Well, maybe you shouldn't do that. Okay, do it. Okay, don't do that then. Wait, I don't remember where I'm supposed to go. Where do we go? Here. Here, okay. Oh! That is cool. What is that? What a curious cave. I feel some extraordinary power here, as if the world itself was created in this very place. What do you think, Leon? Taking into consideration my knowledge of ores, my skill at mining, and the strength of my sea glue moves, well, okay, you are playing Minecraft on your daytime, on your free time. Anyway, you're a Minecraft player. I think you'd better leave any extraction work up to us, wouldn't you say? I mean, I'm usually the one doing all the work, so if you can work a little bit, we're going to have to ask you to stop right here. I was wondering what those were. And what the fuck do they want? I don't understand. Oh, come on, who's there? We don't have any time to waste with... Clover? We haven't seen you since you walked out on the clan. Where have you been all this time? I don't have to tell you nothing. Look, you can carry on digging out that treasure you're after, and then you give it to us. I don't know why you even look surprised. It's not as if you were hard to follow. What we seek may be as precious as treasure, but this isn't about how valuable it is. We needed to restore this awful sky to normal. That earnest goody-two-shoe act of yours is what made me leave the Pearl Clan in the first place. Enough! I don't care why any of you ran off to play bandit, but I won't let you get in Liam's way. There are 3 of you and 3 of us. Let's go, Cicilou. You take charm. I bring good luck to my sister wherever I go, and ill luck to anyone who crosses our paths. I'm the eldest, and I'll be your unlucky charm, especially in this, the battle of a lifetime. Don't really know what they're doing all this. Hi. Okay. Okay, that's cheating. Please tell me you can do it. Okay. My Ninetales is a badass. Just saying. Well, you are rather formidable. I know. My Ursaring is never going to level up into Ursaluna because he's always fainted. Come on, Clover. Why not come back to the Diamond Clan? Times are changing, we're changing, and we could really use someone as strong as you are. Are you joking? I've got no interest in living back in that place with all of its stupid rules. Look, we'll let you keep your treasure this time, but you better do something about that sky. You are strong as ever, Cecilou. Maybe you really can do something about that monstrous creature at the top of the mountain. But even if you do, the next time we meet, you won't escape without a beating. Remember that. What is the purpose of these characters? I don't get it. Honestly, those three, why did they even come here for? Oh well, I'll heal up everyone's Pokemon. Thank you. The coin that I remember never hesitated to help someone in need, even if she groused that she did so. I suspect they may have been worried about us, perhaps even wanted to help. Well, they're not good at it. Then they should have just said so. What a pain they are, hiding behind all that attitude. And how are they helping? I was able to extract some of that origin ore, or whatever it is you wish to call it. I suppose it had better go with you. Thank you. An ore of mysterious power spoken of in ancient myth and said to contain the power of Almighty Sinnoh itself. That was surprisingly easy. No, you simply failed to recognize my skill. You ought to be praising my hard work, honestly. I knew we could count on you, Leanne. No wonder Cleaver recognizes you as a worthy warden. Let's hurry back to Mr. Professor and show him what we got. That Laventon's got sound judgment, but knowledge to spare, despite his silly streak. Yep. Alright, let's keep going. So this is the stone of creation's beginning, the origin ore. Yes, one can certainly feel an opposing aura emanating from it. Could this be the feeling of the very origin itself? I've been meaning to ask since you brought that up, but the origin of what exactly? Of everything, by the sound of it. Exactly, my girl. Now then, back we go to Jubilee Village. Okay, why? Here you are, Professor Laventon. What remains of the raid chain, broken as it may be? Splendid! Even in pieces, I think we'll find it still perfectly fit for purpose. We're jolly lucky you had the foresight to pick up all these broken bits back at the temple. You're up next, Cecilou. Time for, whatever we're calling that stone. The fragment of the raid chain collected at great personal risk by the Plur clan, then the stone of creation beginning, which we first learned of thanks to the Diamond clan, and now it is time for the Galaxy team to play its part and turn this item into a proper vessel. Ray, my boy, you are one of your team's greatest craftspeople. Could I ask you to do the honor? Hey, just wait, Cecilou. You'll finally see what I'm truly capable of. This may take us some time. Perhaps the rest of you has best wait outside while we work. Come on, Mr. Professor. Which hurry it up in here? I'm starting to suspect all your prattling about the value of time is a cover for your own impatience. If sitting back and waiting actually solved things, I'd sit forever, because that'd be using time well, unlike this. We've done it, Cecilou, it's completed! I done it! The origin ball! If the message conveyed to our good clan leader can be believed, then this should allow you to catch the Pokémon that has appeared as a Temple of Sinnoh. These Pokéballs of yours are full of wonders. To think the fate of all Hisui could rest in something so tiny. It's interesting how catching a Pokémon in one of these things can bring the two of you closer together. Whoa, hold on, it's that voice. I hear it in my head again. You mean Dialga? Yeah. Seems like Mighty Dialga willing to lend its strength to this fight. That's what it's telling me. That's certainly excellent news. Diamond Clan's almighty Sinnoh, or perhaps I should say Dialga, is fearsomely powerful. Everything's ready now, Cecilou. Take the origin ball and hurry back to the Temple of Sinnoh together with Dialga. Okay, but do I have to use, because there is only one ball, right? So do I have to use it at the beginning or not? Like, can I use it since the beginning, or do I have to fight? Vegeta's here. Hi, girl. Wait. I'm gonna stash here everything I have and never use it again. What's up? And here you are, last one, ready to face your fate atop Mount Coronet? It seems a vicious battle might await you. I'll go where I must. Oh, well said. Now, hearken to my words, young ones. Time cannot be severed from space, nor space from time. The being you will encounter at the Temple of Sinnoh is Palkia, ruler of all space. By the way, I think, so Palkia is ruler of space, Dialga ruler of time. Is it because I choose Adaman to come with me? Because I choose Adaman, we've got Dialga first, and Dialga is speaking through Adaman. And if I had choose Irida to come with me, I would have captured Palkia first, which would have talked through Irida, and I would be fighting Dialga now. Does it make sense what I'm saying? Like, did the decision that I made earlier is impacting kind of this, like a little impact, but is it doing a little thing? Did my choice have an impact somehow? Anyway, If it is allowed to run wild, space itself will erupt and bend here in Hisui, and eventually the very world may be broken. But you have the aid of its counterpart Dialga, the rule of time, and therein lies hope. Balance will be brought to time and space, and the world can once again be as it should. Now take Dialga at your side and make for the Temple of Sinnoh once more. Yep. Are we doing it again? Why? Or because I do not have Dialga in my team? How do I get Dialga in my team from here? Who should I talk to? How do I change my team here? Wait. Okay, I've been running around for 20 minutes, but I guess this is what I'm supposed to do. Okay, yeah. Took me 20 minutes to understand that this is what I'm supposed to do. Okay, who do we take out of the team? I guess you. Okay. Dialga is in my team now, ma'am. Can we go? There he is. Look at him. He's here. Hi. Okay. Got it. What are we doing here? You already said that. Okay. Yes. Okay. I must say, this is quite the intriguing village. Perhaps I'll have a look around before I go, see what your clothier has in offer. Excuse me, is this the time for shopping? Well, I hardly have time for shopping if the world's end, will I, young man? Fair point. Alright, Cicilou, once you feel ready, set out. We make for the Temple of Sinnoh once more. I was born ready. Here we go. The music in here is awesome. Is Benny still there? Oh, Volo. Do I have to fight Volo? Just the girl I've been waiting for. I know you can buy various sundries at the base camp, but I thought it might be helpful to you if I set up here closer to the temple. I want to have front row seats if there's a chance to see into the world of myth and legend. I'll probably be creeping even closer to the action once the battle actually begins. Oh, but you won't have to worry about me. I'm perfectly capable of taking care of myself. And beside, I know all too well the strength of you and your Pokémon. I've got no doubt you'll have this whole thing tied up in a neat bow before I could possibly be in any danger. What, that's it? Okay. I just love how the game is like, prepare well, and I'm like, alright, let's go. I don't care. If this is my first game over, this is my first game over. I don't mind. Alright. What's that? Oh, a satchel. Hello, everyone! For so long, I thought that I had to eliminate any outside element that might threaten the people of Jubilife Village. Whether that meant banishing you or seeking to destroy the Pokémon of the temple, I felt it was my only path. But you showed me that I was wrong to think in such a way. Are you ready for this challenge, recruit? I'm ready to fight. Hey Cicilou, let's meet tomorrow together. What is that supposed to mean? It's a saying we've got in Diamond Clan. It means you hope you'll both be safe. You'll both stay safe. Perhaps it's worth listening to what the Diamond Clan has to say something as well. We will support you in whatever way we can, though I doubt you'll need it. Cicilou, protect Hisui and her people. Protect time and space for her Pokémon. I really like that the region is a her and not an it. You know what I mean? Ooh, that's a nice shot. And to think I just released Dialga into a village. Alright. My dude's pissed! What's going on? Reveal yourself. What is that? That's new. Okay, I don't know what I think about that. It looks weird. Oh! Oh shit! I was not expecting that. Okay. Ooh, jump out! Get out of here! Get out! Get the hell out! Ooh, I'm gonna faint, am I? Well, yeah, I know. Oh shit! Yeah, okay. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Now I'm ready. No, I'm not ready at all. Everything went black. I mean, continue battle, but I think we didn't do much, so. is that fair? If even my Dialga can do it, how is that fair? Oh, we did it! Cool! Ooh. Imagine if it hadn't worked. That would have been cool. You know, like nothing can control Palkia. But we gotta have a happy ending, I guess. Music is so soothing. She got it. She really did it, didn't she? My eyes aren't lying, right? She actually went and caught it? Yeah, yes, oh good show, what a catch! You contained that fearsome thing in the Origin Bowl. Absolutely astounding as ever, Cicilou. Thanks, Sino. Just what I expected of my protégé. Yes. So even the commander shed a tears now and then. Never thought I'd see the day. Yes, what a sight to have witnessed. Nah. Ouch, what gives, Commander? Not sure I deserve a sumo throw. Well, at least it seems this is no dream. Listen up, all of you. We faced a calamity unlike any we have known, but we were able to overcome it by working as one. This called for a celebration, a festival for us all. Gather your clans. This will be the greatest celebration Hisui has ever seen. Celebrate? With the Diamond Clan? The two clans together, huh? Well, since it turns out we were both following a true almighty sin of our own, I guess the times when we'd fight over whose was wrong or right are ancient history now. I'm sure our ancestor would be shocked to see us agree, but this may well be the best path towards protecting the space we all share. Let us celebrate, for today dawns a new day for all those who live in the Hisui region. Yeah, let's party! Wait, that's the end? I was expecting us getting closer to the end, like, for sure, but... Do we still don't know why the fuck am I here? Where... What happened? Why did I fell from the space-time rift? Who am I? Huh. Okay, let's enjoy the credits. Credits. Anyway, you got it. Oh, that's cute. Thanks for adventuring with us. Did I become blonde again? Okay. Just for the festival? Your arc phone is beeping. Oh, thank God we got an after post-credit scene. Seek out all Pokemon. Wait. So that's it? Huh. So are we back right after Palkia? Morning, Cecilu! No, okay. So the space-time rift is gone. Think this means we can finally close the book on this whole mess? Well, in any case, there's one book we can't close yet, the Pokédex. Time to get back to our official Survey Corps duty of completing it. We're going to meet in the Survey Corps office to discuss how we'll tackle the work that's left. See you there, Cecilu. Okay, so the game is not really done. The main story is... That's cool. I mean, it's has always been like that, like you have to end the Pokédex, but... What's up, Celine? So I trust you enjoyed yourself at the festival. Yeah, that was fun. We ate a lot of potato mushi. I dyed my hair blonde again, just for the occasion. So I trust you enjoyed yourself at the festival. Sure did. Indeed. That only seems natural given the crowd. I believe last night was the first time I've caught a glimpse of you making merry, Captain. I believe you must be imagining things. Now, Professor Laventon, to business. What is the current state of progress on the Pokédex? I dare say we've made quite significant progress all in all. Though we could afford to put a little more effort into our research task. And of course, it is hard to know how far to go in pursuit of some reports. Certain Pokémon have only been mentioned in Hisui's legends. After all, who knows if they're even real? Yeah, we're still relatively new to these parts. How are we to know what's true and what's not? Pardon, couldn't help but overhear. If it's Hisui history and legend you want, then I'm your man. Yeah, I guess you're fine after all. Why? I've spent plenty of time studying such things instead of, while also tirelessly doing my work for the Ginkgo Guild. And I've visited many of the rooms and whatnot here in the Hisui region already. I imagine I could teach you a thing or two about any Pokemon of legend in these parts. Oh, music to my ears, my good fellow. Listen well, Cecilu. You are to learn all you can from the merchant Volo and work together as needed for the sake of the Pokédex. We, meanwhile, will also continue to gather intelligence on Pokémon by other means. Understood. I'll set up a high camp then. Cecilu, I'll be expecting you. Fine, I guess you are fine after all. So we still have missions to go, that's awesome. Besides, I have something I'd like to discuss with you, so I hope you won't keep me waiting. Aha, that is super cool. Wait, where are my missions? Here. Mission and request. Okay. This is only the 20th mission, so I guess we still have plenty to do in the game. That's awesome. Alright, so we got our first ending. That's cool. I don't think I'm gonna stop the Let's Play right here. I'm gonna stop the episode though, but not the Let's Play because I really like that game. I hope you enjoyed this episode, friends. Don't forget to tell me where am I going with this sentence? Don't forget to tell me what you think of it in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like, share, and comment and subscribe to help my little channel grow. And until next time, take care of you. Bye!